Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. For Steffy, Liam takes Luna's bullet? According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer may be shot for Steffy Forrester. Will Liam accelerate his terrible destiny by confronting an armed Luna Nozawa? Luna can be seen buying a rifle in a new preview video released by BNB. Although Steffy is obviously Luna's objective, someone might perform a valiant rescue and stop Luna before it's too late. Is it possible that Liam would lose his life in the process of saving Steffy? The timing of Luna's horror show and Liam's medical arc suggests that a plot collision may be imminent. No one wants to see Liam suffer through his final days, even though he cannot survive his brain tumor. Watching Liam die a fiery death while he fulfills Steffy's expectations would be much more fulfilling. When he stepped in front of Sheila Sharp's rifle, John Finnegan took a bullet for Steffy. Perhaps Liam will take one for his ex. It might occur in the event that Liam witnesses an armed Luna poised to fire. Liam can unintentionally become Luna's next victim by leaping in front of Steffy. Even though Liam is dying, Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, who is unaware of Liam's terminal diagnosis, will still be furious if Luna removes his kid. Bill will be very upset when Luna loses his mind again because he is the reason she was pardoned. Bill might wind up feeling angry and guilty for ever believing Luna could change. Steffy, on the other hand, might always be appreciative of Liam's last act of selflessness. Steffy's survival may be Liam's final present to her, allowing her to remain for Finn, Kelly Spencer, and Hayes Forrester Finnegan. In any case, according to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, some terrible Luna news will upend everything, so tune in for more information on her potentially disastrous quest. Liam forgoes treatment in favor of quality of life. According to previews for the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful, which run from June 2nd to June 13th, Ridge Forrester's unintentional intrusion will lead to some drama as Steffy Forrester becomes entangled in the mayhem and Liam Spencer has to make a decision. The next encounter between Steffy and Luna Nozawa will take place during the week of June 2nd to 6th, as Luna will once more arrive at the Cliff House without permission. Luna will grow even more determined to remove Steffy from the picture once John Finnegan defends her and banishes her. Sheila Sharp will confess to Deacon Sharp that she has been sneaking around to get close to Luna because she is becoming increasingly concerned about the harm she poses. Sheila will also discuss her worry that Luna is going to lose it and harm Steffy with Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, but will Poppy be able to assist her in taking any action? In any case, there will be greater risk since Luna will obtain a gun for the spiteful Steffy scheme she is hatching. Bill Spencer may encourage Luna to leave Steffy and Finn alone, even though she may eventually come to him for assistance. Bill may push Luna to distance himself from Will Spencer and Electra Forrester after learning about all the problems they are facing. In any case, Ridge will unintentionally break up Will and Electra's kiss at work. Ridge will have an opportunity to express some concerns about Luna and emphasize the need for everyone to remain vigilant. Liam might tell Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, that he has made up his mind during the week of June 9th to 13th. Liam is probably going to choose not to take advantage of Dr. Buckingham's chemotherapy and radiation treatment. Liam would only be delaying the inevitable and making his girls watch him deteriorate because this treatment plan won't save his life. If Brooke Logan goes ahead and throws Hope Logan and Carter Walton an engagement party, they might look forward to it. Naturally, the entire Luna issue will continue to be worrisome, particularly if she ultimately feels as though she has nothing left to lose. Someone else may find this to be a heroic situation because Luna will keep making Steffy a target. It's simple to think that Liam will eventually defend Steffy and maybe give his life in order to save hers. However, depending on how events unfold, Sheila and Poppy might wind up saving Steffy. BNB will play this in a variety of ways, but Luna will always take a nasty turn. Regarding Brooke, she might be depressed at Ridge's reluctance to leave Taylor Hayes. Although Brooke has been putting up a strong fight for a reunion with Ridge, she can become frustrated if her wish is denied. Keep checking back for further updates on Brooke's future because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that she will begin to doubt her fate soon before Nick Marone's impending homecoming. Liam's tumor twist in Luna's murderous plot. According to Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for June 2nd to 6th, 2025, Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, tumor is taking a bizarre turn, and Luna Nozawa's passion and murderous scheme are also discussed. We begin by discussing the upcoming events for the remainder of this week, as is customary on early edition days. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke learns of the proposal. Hope Logan accepts Carter Walton's, Lawrence St. Victor, proposal in an improbable, strange, and far too quick manner. They have been a couple on Instagram. After dating Thomas Forrester, played by Matthew Atkinson, for months on end, she answered, "No, it's too early to get engaged," even though they were in love and in bed. Carter pulled out a ring and then talked her into it, although he hasn't even fully persuaded her that he and Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, are done completely and that he made amends for her betrayal. In any case, this week they will inform Brooke Logan of the news. Early June 2nd to 6th. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful. Luna's murder plot, Liam's tumor twist, soap dirt. Luna's dangerous text and B&B catfight scandal. Interestingly, Grandma Sheila Carter normally urges Luna, "Go ahead, use sex as a weapon," but on Wednesday, Luna is going to send Will Spencer a spicy and explicit text despite her advice to don't do it. However, she's saying no this time. We'll check if it's just foul language or a filthy image. Despite her best efforts, Luna is still attempting to entice Will into her bed. It will not take place. And as she approaches Luna to confront her, it appears that Electra Forrester will discover the text. And they start a heated argument. Will doesn't seem to be having any fun, instead, he seems to be talking to his mother. However, Luna is only becoming more insane every day, so we'll see. As she should be, Grandma Sheila is also quite concerned. Spoilers for Luna Nozawa and Liam Spencer in Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Do Electra and Luna cause issues? Will is discussing all of the concerns with his mother, Katie Logan, Heather Tom, on Thursday, May 29th. She will not be pleased to learn that Luna is still pursuing her son, has sent a text, and is still causing him and Electra problems. Additionally, I have no doubt that Luna and Electra will be involved in the issue he is talking about with his mother. It might have more to do with closeness. Katie will undoubtedly counsel him to exercise patience. We shall see. Additionally, Sheila is going to tell Luna that she must leave, so we'll see if she will stay. Thus, on Thursday, Luna and Electra will continue their physical altercation. In fact, Sheila needs to break it up. We'll see if this lady fight turns out to be quite good. It's time for the younger generation to take up the sport, as B&B has had some good fights throughout the years. Because Lisa Yamada is filming a Prime series and needs to take a step back onto the back burner, this could all be paving the way for her departure. She has secured a new position, regardless of whether they will terminate her contract, place her on reoccurring, grant her a leave of absence, or something else. Ridge is hesitant as Brooke organizes Hope's engagement celebration. Brooke Logan, meanwhile, is looking for Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., to assist her in hosting a celebration for Hope. It will undoubtedly be an engagement celebration. Ridge obviously cares about Carter, but there was this entire debate about whether it would be wise for Hope and Carter to be back together. Naturally, Brooke has been supporting it. Steffy Forrester and Ridge both have some reservations because they felt more at ease with their relationship ending because they plotted and carried out the coup together. We shall see. I'm not sure if Ridge will want to host the celebration. He will undoubtedly support Brooke's goals, but this could just be Brooke's attempt to use it as a pretext to spend more time with Ridge alone. Brooke and Ridge will be together in the Forrester Creations office, looking content. Their hands are in contact. We'll see if Taylor Hayes interrupts. In either case, Brooke will be devastated when Nick Marone returns in a few weeks. So, keep an eye out for a change very, very soon, regardless of what looks good this week. Sheila alerts Luna to the Bold and the Beautiful's murder plot. Sheila is attempting to prevent Luna from repeating her previous mistakes on Friday, May 30th. It's also intriguing because Sheila appears to be attempting to prevent Luna from repeating the mistakes that both she and Luna have made. This leads back to Luna's suggestion that she and Grandma Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, simply get rid of Steffy in order to solve their Steffy problem. Because, in Luna's opinion, Steffy is the reason she is unable to be with her father. And that is true to a certain degree. However, I believe that Finn, played by Tanner Novlan, would argue that it's not a smart idea to hang out with a double killer on his own. Sheila learned her lesson and understands that Finn would never forgive them if something happened to Steffy. Sheila is going to come down hard and doesn't want anything to happen. She tells Luna, "Don't you ever say another word about hurting Finn's wife." Luna's offer to Sheila, who is about to tell her to leave town, could be interpreted as either an attempt to get her to assist her in killing Steffy or as something like, "Okay, fine, I'll go, but Grandma, you come with me." Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, the murder plot fails. We all know that Steffy won't die, but she is pregnant and may require some maternity leave, so perhaps cooperation will make that dream a reality. I'll remind you that they both attempted to kill Steffy on her own and were unsuccessful. Hopefully, these two won't put her in a coma or anything. This week, Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, and Sheila are having a serious conversation. Additionally, it can be about Luna because Deacon might discover that Sheila has been seeing Luna behind his back as a result of their arguments. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, preview for June 2nd to 6th. Now that Hope has Carter's ring on her finger, Hope Logan and Carter Walton will be looking ahead to next week, June 2nd to 6th. He had to convince Hope, so we'll see how quickly the wedding preparations move along. Therefore, I'm not sure if she will put things off. Additionally, Finn is kind of prodding Liam to think about the therapy possibilities because Dr. Grace Buckingham wants to know, so we're still waiting to see what will happen with him. Of course, Liam's cognitive problems are becoming worse. This week, he was having trouble even playing Go Fish with Kelly Spencer, Sophia Parras McKinley. Carter is ecstatic that Hope accepted his proposal. At least Daphne isn't forced to witness this because she's returning to Paris. Brooke is occupied with organizing a party. She will undoubtedly be preparing to do that upright and is thrilled that Hope and Carter are engaged. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, does Luna leave? Except for the fact that Brooke still does not have Ridge in her life and never will, everything is going really well. Hope makes Liam happy. In order to make sure that both of his daughters have a positive father figure in their lives, he was just telling Finn that he felt the need for Carter to sort of lock in with Hope. And because Steffy Forrester is cool with Hope returning to Forrester Creations, she may be conflicted about the engagement news. Although she has some severe concerns about Hope and Carter 2.0, she is still undecided about Hope for the future. Because Grandma Sheila will continue to protect Steffy, Luna will have to choose between staying in LA and getting murdered or following Grandma Sheila's advice and leaving town. Explosive Entanglements, your essential guide to the Bold and the Beautiful, June 2nd to 6th. Steffy is in the crosshairs, Luna's vengeance ignites. Fans of Forrester Creations, get ready for a thermonuclear explosion of secrets, plots, and simmering grudges that will change relationships and leave viewers in shock during the week of June 2nd to 6th on The Bold and the Beautiful. Forget nuance, this is soap opera storytelling at full volume, with the consequences of past transgressions striking with seismic power and mainly affecting two strong women, the always troubled Steffy Forrester Finnegan and the recently awakened rage of Luna Nozawa. Get ready for an unrelenting journey through manipulation, treachery, and the horrifying repercussions of abandoning someone who has nothing left to lose. Luna's transition from victim to victor, the initiator. The painful disclosure of Luna's accidental intoxication and non-consensual contact with Zen set the stage for this combustible week. Not only was Zen's opportunistic exploitation devastating, but so was RJ's initial incredulity, Poppy's desperate attempt to hide it with the mints, and the crushing weight of her own pain that was muffled by bewilderment and shame. Luna absorbed the suffering for weeks, a helpless person negotiating a nightmare. However, something broke. A dormant fire has been stoked by seeing her relationship with RJ almost fall apart, the constant manipulations, and the blatant injustice of it all. This week's Luna isn't broken, rather, she's flaming with a terrifyingly focused wrath. Her vengeful plan is more than just a tantrum, it's a planned effort to uncover all of the lies, destroy all of the cover-ups, and make sure that those who offended her suffer the full, humiliating repercussions of their deeds. First must-watch moment, Luna's declaration of war, probably Monday or Tuesday. This sequence is sure to be intense. Luna will no longer be muttering about her suffering. She addresses the main characters, perhaps Poppy and Zend first, with cool, collected rage rather than tears. She will use her words as weapons, painstakingly describing the betrayal, the cover-up, and her unwavering unwillingness to be gaslighted or silenced any longer. Her doe-eyed innocence will give way to a steely resolve that will leave her targets startled and the audience in awe. Keep an eye out for this change in her manner. This is more than just a confrontation, it's the introduction of Luna the Avenger, her new identity. Poppy in the crosshairs, must-watch moment 2, targeting the cover-up. Poppy's frenetic mince-swapping and fervent requests for silence are about to go horribly wrong. Luna's retaliation will brutally reveal her mother's involvement. Imagine the heartbreaking encounter, Luna making Poppy reveal the truth about the poisoned mints, possibly in public, and the extent she went to in order to keep her secrets, and maybe Bill Spencer's, at the risk of her daughter's health. The already damaged mother-daughter relationship will break into irreversible fragments. Here, there will be a great deal of emotional bloodshed between Luna's righteous rage and sense of ultimate betrayal and Poppy's remorse and terror. Moment 3, Zend's reckoning. Zend believed he could take advantage of Luna's weakness and use charm to avoid responsibility. He is gravely misinformed. Luna intends to demolish his meticulously maintained image in a methodical manner. She will introduce him to Carter, Paris, and possibly the entire design house in addition to RJ and the Foresters. Expect Zend to be scrambling as his life falls apart, allegations to be made with terrifying accuracy, and evidence to be gathered, possibly from dubious witnesses like Katie? With Luna's laser-like focus on the truth, his charm effort will fall flat. This is to make sure he suffers social exile and professional ruin, which she believes is appropriate given his predatory behavior. Must-watch moment 4, the ripple effect. RJ's anguish. RJ ultimately came to believe Luna, but this belief was shattered. He will now suffer as he watches Luna change and as her revenge is brutally carried out. Can he reconcile this ferocious, vindictive force with the kind-hearted soul he fell in love with? Keep an eye out for sequences where RJ is torn between appalled at the scorched earth techniques Luna might use and steadfastly supporting her right to justice. His battle serves as an example of the price of trauma. Luna's journey may permanently alter who she was. Steffy Forrester Finnegan, an unintentional target in a risky game, the powder keg. Another powerful woman finds herself directly in the sights of a much more sinister and perilous scheme while Luna fights her own battle. A shaky calm was established by Sheila Carter's seeming death, but it was always a falsehood based on a terrible untruth. Knowing that Steffy killed Sheila in self-defense, Finn and Hope decided to keep quiet in order to keep her safe. But the always perceptive Lee Finnegan, Poppy's sister and Luna's aunt, has grown quite suspicious. Her natural mistrust of Steffy, together with her medical knowledge and protective tendencies toward her nephew Finn, have put her in danger. Lee is certain that Steffy is concealing something sinister and hazardous, therefore she is actively looking into it rather than only asking questions. Must-watch moment 5, the Web tightens and Lee's investigation intensifies. Lee will not accept ambiguous responses. She starts asking strong questions this week. She might go straight to Finn, putting pressure on him as a family member and medical professional, and appealing to his morals and conscience. She might corner Hope by taking advantage of her tangled past with Steffy and her well-known moral compass. Lee might even begin surreptitiously examining Steffy's activities the night Sheila disappeared, searching for irregularities. As she puts the pieces of the truth together and gets closer to the explosive secret, every scene with Lee is tense. Under Steffy's seemingly ideal life, her tenacity is a ticking time bomb. The sixth must-watch moment is Steffy's growing isolation and paranoia. Steffy, the lioness of LA, is not accustomed to feeling exposed. However, the oppressive weight of the secret and Lee's unrelenting inspection are having an adverse effect. Keep an eye out for small weaknesses in Steffy's tough exterior, such as nervous looks, abrasive responses brought on by stress, and silent moments of despair when she believes no one is watching. A mixture of intense affection and underlying fear that their world is going to collapse will permeate her relationships with Finn. One might feel the loneliness of keeping this secret, even from members of her own family like Ridge or Thomas. Steffy is facing not only Lee but also the psychological toll that her actions have taken on her. Must-watch moment 7, Finn and Hope, the strain of silence. Lee's pressure is causing the link created by their shared secret to erode. The falsehood torments Finn, the healer dedicated to truth. Despite her devotion to Steffy and distaste for Sheila, Hope struggles with the morality of lying. You can anticipate them having heated, private discussions this week. Will Lee's questioning cause Finn to lose it? Will Hope's loyalty be overshadowed by her conscience? Unbearable emotional tension is created by their hushed arguments about whether to keep the lie to shield Steffy from legal repercussions or to confess to shield her from Lee's probe. They are what keep Steffy's world together, and they are on the verge of collapsing. Must-watch moment 8, the close call almost exposed. Near misses are what make soap operas so brilliant. There will be at least one heart-stopping scene in which Lee nearly discovers the truth. She might catch a snippet of a conversation between Steffy and Finn. Perhaps she finds a piece of evidence that has been missed, a timestamp from a security camera, a witness who saw Steffy's automobile. Alternatively, she could face Steffy directly with a theory that is so accurate that it compels Steffy to respond negatively. Spectators will be on the tip of their seats, wondering frantically whether this is the week that the House of Cards falls apart. Thread interweaving and unexpected collisions. Even while Steffy's targeting and Luna's retaliation are the main storms, the week is filled with other fascinating tensions. Poppy's panic and Bill's involvement. Bill Spencer's part in the Mint saga. Did he know? Why protect Poppy? Becomes more apparent as Luna exposes Poppy's lies. The web will become even more complicated when Poppy's desperation reaches new heights and she may make rash deals or pleas to Bill. Anchors in the storm. Ridge and Brooke? Ridge and Brooke might find themselves giving advice, or disagreeing on how to handle it, when family troubles break out all around them. Despite not knowing why, Ridge's protective tendencies towards Steffy will be on high alert. Because he perceives echoes of previous betrayals, Brooke may feel empathy for Luna. The office as a battleground. Forrester Creations is a pressure cooker rather than merely a place of employment. Zen's exposure by Luna can occur in the design office in a highly visible manner, causing turmoil in the workplace. It would be easy for Lee to confront Steffy or Finn in the workplace, transforming business into a highly personal drama. Why you can't miss this week. The week of June 2nd to 6th on BNB is a master class in character-driven mayhem and rising stakes. Radical character arcs. Luna's transformation from victim to vindictive force redefines her presence on the canvas and serves as a dramatic high point for the character. New layers are revealed when Steffy, who is typically the aggressor, is in the hunted's defenseless position. Passive drama is not what high-stakes confrontations are. With Lee strengthening her investigation net and Luna going on the offensive, it's active warfare. Every conflict has the potential to be disastrous. The domino effect, devastating outcomes follow actions. Relationships and reputations will be destroyed by Luna's pursuit of justice. Steffy faces the possibility of jail time and family disintegration as a result of Lee's inquiry. There will be significant collateral damage. Psychological depth. In addition to the story twists, the week explores toxic familial dynamics, Poppy/Luna, Lee Finn Steffy, trauma, Luna, guilt, Steffy, Finn, Hope, paranoia, Steffy, and moral compromise, Finn, Hope. The specter of Sheila Carter. Despite being dead, Sheila Carter's poisonous influence feeds the main dilemma that threatens Steffy, demonstrating that her toxicity goes beyond death. To sum up, a week of reckoning. For the characters on The Bold and the Beautiful, June 2nd to 6th is not just dramatic, it's apocalyptic. Equipped with the blazing rage of treachery, Luna Nozawa sets out on a mission of moral devastation, vowing to reduce Poppy and Zen's worlds to ashes. At the same time, the strongest woman in the world, Steffy Forrester Finnegan, is being hounded by Lee Finnegan's unrelenting investigation and is in danger of losing her independence, her marriage, and herself due to her secret. Raw passion, irrevocable consequences, and the horrifying thrill of witnessing characters pushed to their extreme limits. This is soap opera at its most powerful. Los Angeles will feel the effects of this week's aftershocks for months to come, so don't miss a single episode at your own risk. Hold on tight and watch as targets are painted with terrible accuracy and retribution is unleashed. This is the most daring and exquisite play there is.